What's up?
What's up, man? Welcome
on,
back. Thanks for coming through again.
Yes, sir.
By popular demand, mainly by me.
But
There's a lot of hit there. You provided a lot of value last time you were here, so thank you. I appreciate you taking your time on your day to come back here. And I think that the people deserve a State of the Union address from you on what's going on in the world right now. There's a lot of clusterfucks going on the internet.
Most definitely.
And you
Clusterfuckery.
That's what I was looking for. Didn't want to mess it up.
Mm-hmm.
I think that you're very credible when it comes to knowing what the hell is actually going on. I think if you're not the one actually manipulating the market, your buddies are. So
I have good friends.
So what's the word, man? What the hell's going on? Why is everybody trying to buy fucking useless stock?
That's how people think. That's just how it works. No one cares about what it does. People want money, and then everyone gets in late. That's it. That's why no one trades, and that's why no one invests. Is because when the one time that they convince themselves that, you know what, I should do this, it's for the wrong reasons. You know, who think about it this way, right? Let's just think about it this way. Everyone's investing into GameStop, right?
Yeah.
Why? Nobody knows.
Nobody really knows because Reddit said so.
I mean, think about it, bro. They give you $5 for selling 20 games. Like, I don't understand GameStop's business model here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, come on, let's think about it. So, like,
Thanks.
I don't really know. It's you're chasing, right? And it's chasing money that always is ultimately why you lose money, because just by chasing money, like, you're already creating resistance, and especially with investing, timing is important. Knowing why is important, and before you ever get in, you need to know, when am I going to get out?
Yeah,
that's critical. And so it's like people are violating the most basic rules of investing in anything. Buy low, sell high. Hey, damn, wow, GameStop made all-time highs. Yeah, you know what? It's a really good idea to invest now. So yeah, that's really interesting. There's a couple different angles, but here's the thing, though. Despite all this attention right now to stocks and Robinhood and things like that, I think what's more importantly has come from this is awareness. Because, for example, you know, a lot of people rallied up, made some awesome gains, some sick gains, bruh. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People just made ridiculous amounts of profits on, you know, this movement. And I don't even think that's what was the coolest thing. I think people seeing Robinhood's manipulation with all this, I think that's really where, like, the moment is for learning.
Yeah.
I think that's really where we need to be paying attention, because if people realize what just happened, because it's funny, because Robinhood was literally made, the idea was it was made for the people, right? Let the people trade. Yeah. Robinhood, that's a whole premise behind Robinhood, is, you know, for the people. You know, this vigilante that's there to do it for the people.
Yeah.
And so it's a cool name even for a company, and the model is a good idea. But at this point, like, they stop people from being able to execute or do anything with their trades to protect their investors, and not protect traders on the platform, but to protect people who have invested into Robinhood, because in this moment, the story is that the retail beat the hedge funds.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And so there are companies that lost billions of dollars on this place. And these companies are owned by a company that also invests into Robinhood. So there's some sketchy things going on, and there's already things happening, right? This is already going to court about this. And yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people really pissed about this, as they should be. Yeah. Like, and I think this, and the reason I said, like, awareness is really cool with this, because this is opening up the mindset, like, wait a minute, this is completely controlled.
Yeah.
They have a power to just do this. Like, this is not free. This is not freedom, right? And so I think that really pours into the whole DeFi space and crypto, and having at least these exchanges or having these financial institutions that have that, it's not connected for some sort of monetary purpose. Like, it's just literally having a place to freely exchange money, ideas, value, et cetera, et cetera. So I think for the people that are paying attention, I think this created awareness on that. Same thing with Doge, the Dogecoin. Like, everyone's going crazy on this, and people are investing into a meme, right?
Yeah.
Which is hilarious.
It's fucking stupid.
It's so funny. And you know what? It's funny because like for years I've been saying Dogecoin is like the value it holds is the inherent value of crypto users' humor. Like, it's the value of humor in society. So crypto people are funny, man. Like, there's so many trollers. They're just it's a different breed.
Yeah.
And so I'm honestly not surprised that we saw a pump like this. And I think there's so many ways to make money in the market that obviously you want to choose how and why. But yeah, it's so funny. Like, at least if it's exposing people to crypto, that's cool. I don't know if the expectations that are being created through this is like the right, like, people being introduced to crypto this way will either be good because now they can start to kind of go through it all and sift and find information that's valuable, or it's like, let me just throw money somewhere and see what happens,
Yeah.
And we're kind of in that season where you basically can throw money somewhere and there's a good chance it's going to go up. But yeah, it's just funny. It's just an interesting space to be in.
So there are people that made money off investing into, like, let me just dumb it down so to make sure that everybody kind of understands it correctly. So there's Robinhood is the platform. Yeah. And then there are people like me, like you, that can put money into the platform. Yeah. But Robinhood is owned there are people that are interested, that have a higher interest, monetary interest in Robinhood doing well, that also invest into stocks within Robinhood, or is it just that own Robinhood as an asset and therefore also participate in a larger picture of the stock market? Is that?
Yeah, so people can trade within Robinhood, right?
Yeah.
So they invest in whatever they want in Robinhood. And then what happened here was basically Robinhood sacrificed the people within the app to protect the people outside of the app.
So to protect the people that own them, basically.
Yeah, protect the people that have provided funds, resources, things
Is that
like
legal?
That. I mean, no. But these exchanges are made really creatively. So I would not be surprised if contractually they have the loophole to be able to halt trading like that.
Like taxes.
Yeah, there's loopholes in everything, right? And the thing with financial institutions, think about it, like the government's been fucking us since the dawn of time.
Yeah.
Same thing with same thing with like central banks. Same thing, like, think about it, 2008, everything crashed. There was like 2 people that got arrested.
Yeah.
Everyone else is cool. And like millions of people got absolutely fucked. But banks are cool,
Do you think that this is like kind of a transition into slight recession? Because, I mean, if people are making money, the way I understand it, if you are buying, I have to sell. Right? Yeah. So, but if there's not anybody selling, there's all these people buying, there's got to be an imbalance in that, right? So do you think that this is the start of like a major, just like, because stock markets are at all-time highs, which makes no sense because their unemployment in the last couple months has been at all-time highs as well, which doesn't make any logical sense.
Well, that's one of the most, like, the thing is this, that's one of the biggest, I'd say, like, what's the word I'm looking for, like, logical fallacies that there are. Maybe that's the wrong word to use, but everyone's being taught to think that the stock market is the people's market, and it's not.
It's not.
No. That's like the illusion, is that, okay, we're people, like, we control this, blah, blah, blah. That's not the case. All right, the stock market, just like the currency market, is institutional money. So the illusion is, hey, you have a say in this. Collect your dividends, cool. But at the end of the day, it's institutions that move everything. So that's why I'm not entirely convinced that GameStop and AMC is entirely being moved by retail investors. A part of me doesn't believe it yet.
I never did. I just think it's too.
That's just like you have to think about how much money is really in these markets, and like in order to do something like that, I just don't see it.
Yeah, because like one of the first things you ever taught me is like, well, no matter how much money we have, we cannot move the market. Like it's just not possible. So in stocks, I'm assuming it would be the exact same thing. Like to pump a stock from a few dollars to $200+
Yeah.
It's not logical. Like average American doesn't have $10,000 to invest into that stock to buy X amount of shares to pump it.
Exactly.
You know? People are investing $200-$300 maybe, $60, $50, $10.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. So I think like right now, there's this, because again we have to think about who's releasing this information. So all of these news outlets are saying, Reddit users, et cetera, and it's everywhere. Reddit uses the same headlines over and over again. So I don't know. Whenever I see major news networks creating some sort of, they're forming your thoughts, right? It's information. So they want to form the way we perceive things. So to me, I'm thinking there's something happening outside of what's in front of us. There's always another play, right? What's put out into the mainstream media outlets, that's the checkers, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then what's going behind the scenes, there's chess playing. So I would say that I don't have enough information, or I haven't researched enough to make like a claim on what's really happening right now. But I think there's a lot more going on, just based on half a decade of just looking and seeing smart money.
Yeah.
And seeing the big money. So yeah, I would say that as much money as people have made, a lot more are about to lose. That I can't guarantee, but yeah.
Do you think COVID was the crash, like, of the stock market, like that big dump that happened in March, April?
That was a massive correction, and that missed one of my US 30 trades by just a little bit. So that would have been a.
You would have caught the whole sell?
Oh no, well both the sell and the buy.
Oh damn.
Nancy and I actually, we did a live session, and it missed our entry by just a couple points. Like the peak, like the absolute, like distribution, and like, yeah, and that was like right at in Europe. We were like traveling Europe right before COVID, everything happened. Yeah, and then the buy as well, like around 18,000.
Yeah,
like I was waiting for that for like years, and then it just missed. So
did that hurt?
It's funny. It's just funny. Like when you think about it in the moment, you're like, wow, like imagine how much I could have made. But like knowing like how many, just like knowing that like billions of dollars will be made, it's like, all right, cool, I'll get there a little bit slower than whenever I'm supposed to.
Yeah.
So whatever.
That happened with me with Bitcoin yesterday. I got in a buy at 29,700, and I thought it was gonna come back down. So
like MT4 or
yeah MT4, at 29,700, and I got it at 31.9. I closed out.
Oh
yeah. Yeah.
And it's at what, 37 today?
38. Yeah, I got peaked up to 38. But you know what? It was the first time that I ever was 100% okay with just like, it happened. It's all good.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna catch another one because I recognize that I've been watching Picasso, so like I'm following
the mindset.
The mindset. He's just like, yeah, I'll move 7,000 points. Like I'm okay with it. I'll catch the next one. I'm like,
yeah, there's so many.
So it was a breakthrough. When I was like, man, I could have made all this money, but I'm like, I'm grateful for the little chunk of change that I got.
Yeah, that's a big I think that's a big sentiment, a big feeling to have now. Like the fact that you are happy with what you have, knowing that there's more coming.
Yeah.
So it's like grateful, not content. Right, but so like it's you have that sense of urgency for who you are and what you're doing, but you're not impatient to the results. Mm-hmm. Sweet spot right there.
Yeah. So another sensitive topic. Now that last time we were here, there was Trump was in office.
Yeah.
And now there's another guy.
Yeah.
What do you think of this guy?
Honestly, I'm just over all of it. I'll be real. Like I don't put my energy into it.
No.
Nah, I don't have. I have better things to do.
Doesn't it affect something in your life?
I mean, I'm sure. Here's the thing. I know how to make money anywhere in the world. So if something's going to happen, I'll just fucking move somewhere else. I'm being so... I don't know if this is maybe too, like, simple. But my mindset is this. If I really, like, I'm not liking the state of our country, okay, I'll just move to Bali. Or I'll go live in Colombia again. Or I'll go live in Costa Rica. And that's the thing, like... and I honestly, like, that's why I started doing this. Just being an entrepreneur, having the ability to... having the skill set and having just the ability, right, to make money at will without forcing it. All I did it for was freedom, right? Like, just independence. And these are one of the things now that, obviously, when I was getting started, I wasn't thinking, well, if there's ever a situation where politically, geopolitically, I don't want to be here anymore, I have the ability to go somewhere. I didn't think that, but now, like, that is the power of that level of freedom is cool. Like, if I genuinely don't have the power to change, whatever executive order just went down.
Yeah.
If I can't do that, guess what? I have a lot of other abilities. Like, I have a lot of things within my means in order to make my life a lot better. So I think I want to say, like, we shouldn't be paying attention to what's happening. That's not really what I mean to say. But I know, like, my focus can be directed elsewhere primarily in order to ultimately be entirely unaffected by this. Mm-hmm. At the same time, obviously, I think it's important to create awareness for people to know their rights, people to know their liberties, the laws, and not be taken advantage of, But at the same time, everything is basically, from what I've seen, it's just fear tactics and fear tactics and fear tactics. So, yeah, like, people are so focused on who's president, and why, and then no one's seeing, like, okay, there's all of these actual bills being passed and all these things happening. So for me, I'd rather just focus on, like, how I can actually help people make a shift in their mind and in the way they perceive the world, they perceive themselves, how they're actually creating independence for themselves. Like, that's where I put my energy. So I don't know. I'm not, like, pro-Trump, pro-Biden. I'm just pro, like, our own human rights. So, yeah, I mean, I think fuck Biden for sure. That's, like, my if we're gonna come to a point, yeah, I think it's ridiculous. But I think the whole system is broken. So
yeah,
it's like it would be like, oh, do you want chicken or do you want steak? Well, fuck both. That's where I'm at.
Yeah, I feel you.
Like, fuck, I'll make my own shit.
I feel you. There was a question that somebody you were talking about freedom and just the ability to do whatever the fuck you want whenever you want to with whomever you want to. I was having a conversation with somebody that was somewhat arrogant.
Okay.
And I think that's mainly what initiated the question. But I was telling them, like, I help people. Like, everybody here is winning. And there's a lot of, people from QC there. So there's, like, everybody was kind of, like, on my side. And then we were all kind of somewhat slightly, attacking homie because he was like, dude, you're wrong. I'm not saying that we're right, but our side just makes, like, logically more sense. Mm-hmm. He asked me, he's like, so if you're helping all these people, like, it's not possible for every single one of you guys to be successful. Like, not as, and this is directly what he said. He's like, I can't get to the same level of success that you are in. He's like, not everybody here can get to the same level of success that you're at. Mm-hmm. Like, do you think that everybody that personally can get to the same level of success that you're at? No.
I think they can go further. Like, who am I to put a limitation on somebody? Yeah. Like, I genuinely think, like, there's no reason that anybody couldn't.
What about on a mass scale? Like, do you think the whole world can live free? Like, not struggle financially. Everybody has a place to eat, or a plate to eat, a place to live, family. Like, do you think the whole world can live in that state?
I don't think there's anything that can't be done. Like, there's nothing that I can't accept that. I can't accept that. Whether it's like systematically possible, whether we have the technology to do that, I don't know. But I can't accept the fact that it's impossible. Like that's like my angle on that. Is like I can't. In regards to like being successful, one, if you have to question the fact whether you'll be as successful as me or you or someone else, then you already aren't going to be successful like that.
Yeah, facts.
You know, like it all comes down to kind of how our mind, how we've been, you know, programmed to think. And Nancy said something right on her podcast. She said, you know, people like the way they think, it's not accurate thought, right? It's just their thoughts based on their habits. So in the case where it's like, well, not everyone here can be successful in this, there's a good chance that some people won't be successful. But should I not then give you the opportunity because there's a chance that you won't make it?
Yeah.
So it's like, what perspective do you want to take? Give anybody the ability, or at least open them up, create awareness on something, and then let them decide if they're capable or not? Or do I got to be the person that somehow is entitled to say, you can be successful, you can't? No one has that kind of power. So I'd rather be the person that's like, yeah, get it done. I've seen it happen so many times. I've seen it happen where it's like, I've literally been the person like, man, like, I don't know if this guy's going to do well in this. Genuinely, like, I don't know. And I'm like, well, who am I to decide? Because at the end of the day, right, who you were, that doesn't determine where you're going.
Yeah, facts.
Like, that's it. My little brother, he barely passed high school. Got like a 19 or a 20 or something on his ACT. He, you know, kid had been like cuffed a couple times. Just you know, the signals, the signs that you're not going to get to where you want to go, right? But if I would have been like, yeah, bro, this isn't for you. You definitely shouldn't get into this business or start trading because you sucked at school. Then he wouldn't have. He's traveled more countries than I have.
Yeah. That stings.
So if I said that to my dad, hey, I know you didn't grow up with technology, right? You didn't grow up with a father figure. You lived in poverty most of your life. You barely learned how to use a computer 4 years ago. You've only worked construction, semi-truck driving. There's no way you're going to figure this out. And if I was like, yeah, dude, this is not for you, then he wouldn't be retired right now by himself. So
it's massive, bro.
Fuck that.
It's massive.
That's just like, you just have a crippling mindset.
Yeah.
And I get it. Like, I get it. Because the odds aren't in your favor systematically to be successful. Point blank, period. But the odds get so much better when you decide that I am the odds. Plain and simple. So I think it's just a lack of responsibility.
That's huge. That's huge, man. That's just nuggets, man. See, that's why I need you back. So we're gonna play a little game.
I'm ready.
I'm gonna give you two choices and you have to pick your preference.
Okay.
Should we allow him to say neither? Does he have to make a choice?
Yeah, you made me make a choice.
True.
He didn't actually.
I didn't.
He just decided to make a choice.
Well, that was part of the game.
Yeah, okay, so I think you have to choose. You have to choose.
You can't tell me what to do.
Talk about freedom,
You
right?
can't limit me.
Okay. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Apple or banana?
Apple.
Robinhood or Weebly?
Neither. I'll go Weeble.
GBP, JPY, or USD CAD?
Damn. How could you put them against each other like that? I'll go with UCAD.
Red or blue?
Red.
Jason Brown or Matt Rosa?
That's evil. That's an evil question. This is on camera. Oh my god. I can't decide that. You can't do that to me. Skip that. Yeah, I'll get terminated. I'll get terminated.
Colombia or Puerto Rico?
Puerto Rico.
Sativa or Indica?
Sativa.
Democrat or Republican?
Neither.
LeBron or Jordan?
Jordan.
Rooftop or beach?
Beach.
Glasses or contacts?
Glasses.
Mac or HP?
For right now, Business Mac.
City or mountains?
Mountains.
Audible or tangible book?
Tangible book.
720 or R8? 720S.
Oh, 720s.
Joker or Batman?
Joker.
Ooh.
You didn't expect that, did
Ooh,
you?
I didn't expect that one. That was good. Logic or Russ?
Oh, God. Okay. Did you listen to Logic's new his new project?
I discovered it on your channel, and then I was slightly into it.
Doctor.
Afterwards, yeah.
Check that out. It's a crazy project. It's so sick. That's a really good one. Who thought of this question? Did you think about this question?
I did.
You're a dick. One of these guys are gonna get pissed whenever they see this. I'm gonna go with Russ, I think. Nah, Logic.
Logic.
Yeah, going Logic.
Fair. Nas or SPX?
Nas.
Nancy with blue hair or purple hair?
I don't think I've seen enough of Nancy's blue hair, to really make a decision. But since it's fresh and new, I'm gonna go with the blue.
Nice.
Go with the
I
blue.
like that. I got you a couple times.
Yeah.
That
No,
was
you
good.
did. You did. You pinned me against. Man, you used something that was evil. Right? You got emotions involved in this. That Jason Mack question, bro, that was dirty.
That was.
That was dirty. They each have their tools. You know what I mean?
It depends on the day.
It's like if I told you like Tim or Mike, and obviously you're gonna pick me. So it's on camera. I won't make you answer that.
Oh, that's funny.
We don't want to break.
That would be a
no
tough
hearts.
choice. Yeah.
There's just different strengths and situations, but you don't have to answer that.
Bro, thank you for coming through, man. I appreciate your time and your energy. Much love to you, bro.